You know I live on this broken boat with you, right?
I love it when you say stuff like that. The guy and the girl are crazy about one another. They live down in the Bahamas. They live out this rusted trailer, and they have dreams of, like, you know, maybe opening up a dive shop and making it rich, finding sunken treasure.
Definitely has a heart and has, like, the things that girls want to watch.
Smoking hot, super cool. A lot of pretty girls on this one.
The whole movie's sexy. I mean, everybody's running around in half nothing.
And then it's a total kick-ass guy film with, like, planes and treasure.
Sounds like hundreds of millions.
More.
There's something that belongs to me, Jerry?
We're looking for buried treasure. We stumble across cocaine, which we find simultaneously.
Coke and fights and drug dealers.
I'm pushing sharks out of the way.
And guns and car chases.
It's gorgeous. It's sexy.
I like it. I think it's cool.
It has everything.
It works. It's fun to watch.
Find something?
Yeah.
There was something about going back onto the water, under the water, working with young people again. I thought this movie had a sort of real drive and originality, and it was sort of a character-driven piece, although it has an action-adventure thriller component. At the end of the day, it's a story about the four people and complexities of life and the moral dilemmas that are posed to them throughout the piece.
Wait, whoa. Come here. Sam, stop! Let's just let the defense present its case for a second.
All right.
I don't do drugs. I hate drugs.
Sure.
But throwing this away, I don't know. Maybe I object. Silly, right?
Throw out the question to the audience, you know, how far would you go if you were presented with this kind of an opportunity? You know, what kind of compromises would you make?
What are you doing?
It's going away.
Really? Wow. That's intense. That's a new boat, Jared.
So many
same page.
I was attracted to doing Into the Blue purely for the water. I love swimming. I love scuba diving. I love free diving. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
If you have to pan away to get the shark and then come back to Bryce, that's good too.
John Stockwell assured me that we were going to be in the Caymans. It was going to be a good time. He's all, look at it in terms of a paid vacation. They're going to give me cast approval, and I wanted to work with Scotty Conn again, and it just worked out perfect because he was their favorite for the role of Bryce.
Hey, do not be a hero. All right, get back in the car.
Stupid, what are you gonna do?
Jessica Alba was the only girl I wanted to work with, so I was like, all right, I got to do this. 4 or 5 months later, instead of the Caymans, we went to the Bahamas. I'm working 6-day weeks. It got all messed up, but it's been a lot of fun. The bottom line is we could spend the rest of our lives waiting for another opportunity like this.
You know, Paul's cute, so I figured, Paul, sharks, the water, why not?
Mr. OG wannabe.
What's up, you scruffy little beach rat?
Okay.
When I read this, I just felt like there was so much of me in it.
So how long you known this one for?
I don't know, about 14 hours now.
Longest relationships would be meeting someone in a bar, and it never gets any better than the first week anyway, does it?
You wanna do a little?
Here, hold this.
Making a movie in the Bahamas is fantastic. It's like being on vacation. It's beautiful.
Every day I look forward to going on set and messing with my co-stars and, you know, the set guys. And just, you know, it's a lot of fun. It's not even work.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What are you gonna do about it?
I have a feeling I'm gonna make it all better, babe. She's not a bad person. That's her surroundings, and she has fun, and it was kind of fun for me to do.
I told you she wouldn't be into it. She's so clean, she squeaks.
Shut up, you coke whore.
Sam.
Jessica? I'm here for Paul.
Jessica.
You know, all my actors are very comfortable in their own skin, and I don't mean that just like, oh, they can wear board shorts and bikinis, but they're just very comfortable with who they are, and they brought a real individuality and presence to the role.
We bring up some coke, we deal with these morons, and then in a month, we're on the Discovery Channel, up to our knees in treasure, smiling, like this. What's the problem?
Better be that simple. Didn't knowing you.
Paul, you know, is really solid, but he also in this film shows a side of him that I don't think's been seen before. You know, he's a little off in this. He's a little off kilter.
That was a good one.
He's been acting since he was a kid. I've been acting since I was a kid. He grew up in the same area that I grew up. He surfs with guys that I grew up with. It's such a small world, and so I felt like we totally got each other.
See, if you weren't there, I would have got you.
Paul just brings what he brings, which is great, kind of youth and innocence, and he's still in that place where he's striving, you know? It's like 98% man and 2% still like, I'm not sure what's up here, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Tell your boys to back off.
It's so easy to work with Paul. Like, I don't even think about it. Like, we just flow. We actually really enjoyed spending time together and doing those scenes, and you can see that.
And action!
Before I was attached to it, the girl was literally like tied up, and the guy comes to the rescue. And I was like, you know what? I told John, I was like, I'm really good at action. And, you know, you should maybe write something for me to do, because I can do it and I love it. Like, I have this thing where I really, really enjoy doing it.
She's really coordinated and super capable. And I think a lot of that probably comes from, you know, her Dark Angel. Man, when she throws kicks and punches, they're very believable. I like watching her do that stuff. She really gets into it.
She is tough. She's a guy, you know. Jessica, as beautiful she is, she just wants to scrap all the time.
You want to see what it looks like slow?
Yeah, just real slow.
She is probably the most stunning looking girl. And the fact of the matter is that she's so perfect for this movie because she's so adventurous, man. She's a risk taker, you know? She's not a fluff girl. She gets out there and she's one of the guys, which is nice to experience.
Any more questions?
You know what, Jared? Winners. Winners make the rules, and losers live by them.
Scott Kahn has a certain style, you know, a kind of wild, out there, you know, sort of try anything, do anything piece.
Pretty interesting. I want to make a dance movie like Saturday Night Fever. Be the next John Travolta, you know. Yeah, I got skills on the dance floor, you know?
What I loved was that Paul and Scott had a prior relationship in real life. They were roommates. They're very competitive.
There's some things I have to let him win at in the movie because he's, you know, the superior athlete in the film, you know.
They are constantly, okay, you're gonna do that? All right, I'm gonna show you this. You know, trying to one-up each other.
Doesn't matter whether they're on jet skis or trying to see who can hold their breath longer. They always want to outdo each other, and they love each other, but there's a real sort of interesting rivalry between them that I tried to sort of foster in the film.
Come on, bro, we did it. We made our claim. Sulk? It's not over yet.
You know, I've worked with Paul before, but with Jessica and Ashley, it's fun to work with new people. Ashley's great, and Jessica's great.
Ashley's unreal. She's a scene stealer, and I don't know what it is. She just has a knack. Like, you know, talk about certain people glowing or having like a, you know, they radiate, you know, when they're on screen. You just can't take your eyes off of them. That's Ashley Scott.
You gonna search me? Here, go ahead.
I love Ashley, and we just totally got along. So we're like having fun, you know, in this, and just vibing off each other and having a good time.
She had been on Jessica's TV show, and they had sort of had an interesting dynamic between them, which again, I tried to sort of incorporate into the film.
Oh, we're not gonna get caught.
You're right, we're not.
No, come on. It's just for us. Just come on, relax.
I am. We'll save it for a rainy day. Or a rainy month. Come on. It was so hard to call her a coke whore. I was like, do we really have to say that?
A lot of the things that I got to do in this film I would have never done in real life, and so it was, you know, that's what acting's about. You get to play dress up.
It's cold.
Don't say that.
I flew down to the Caymans and dove there for like 2 weeks just to get used to it again. But I already knew how to dive. I wasn't like learning anything new.
Before we came out here, Scott Kahn and I learned in a pool in the valley. We went to summer camp. We had like 6 lessons or something. We'd go there with our homework, or I didn't really always have my homework done, but Scotty always did, and he sat next to me, so it worked out great.
I was never really a big scuba diver, and I've done some free diving in the past. I'm doing breath holds now, where I'm going in excess of 100 feet.
I've tried to incorporate as much as possible the free diving because it's one of the most interesting aspects of diving right now. You know, people who really can go down and stay underwater for 2, 3, 4 minutes and get down to, 100, 150 feet.
I got really into the free diving, which is more athletic and more challenging. It's just going down with no tank. It's just how deep you can go and like breath holds. And
I can hold my breath forever. So it's pretty cool because John set up these shots for us to like do scuba. Then when they were ready, like do this little action and come back to the scuba. And I would like free dive the whole thing, just hold my breath and come back up.
I love the element. I love being in the water. It's real peaceful. It's a soul sport. It's real similar to surfing in that respect, I think.
It's just another world, and it's so serene, and it's so private, and it's so beautiful.
If anything, other than being in Bahamas for 3 months and making a movie wasn't good enough, I learned how to scuba dive. I'm certified, and I can go anywhere around the world and do it wherever I want. It's just really, it was a bonus for sure.
You cool?
Don't do that! Come on, don't do that!
Sharks are probably the single greatest reason we came to the Bahamas. When you pull up in a boat, they swarm your boat, you get in the water, and they circle around you, and they're used to humans, but they're not domesticated animals.
To see a silhouette of a 9-foot, 300-pound shark for the first time is so mind-blowing that you're just like raw nerves. So you grab everything you can, anybody you can, to save yourself, and you realize what kind of person you really are.
We're rolling, and you're struggling with the mom, someone's pulling on it, and...
I do it, I don't know, just to show off, I guess. Bring somebody who was really scared and go, come on, and show them how tough I was around the sharks. But I'm still not comfortable with them. I hate them.
They freak me out.
I had like 20 to 30 shark around me, and they're throwing, chunks of fish in the water to keep them nearby. And, they're coming up and they're hitting that fish head or that chunk of fish, and, they're maybe 1.5 feet away from me at most.
You just kind of have to be aware of your hands and your feet and hope to God that they don't think that they're a fish.
Okay, throw some more fish heads. No, don't.
When you're in the element with the mask on and you can see them coming from just about any direction, and you can just put your arm out, maybe jab them in the nose and get them to, swim away, it's one thing. But when you're just visiting and your head's out of the water and you can't really tell what's going on, you're just seeing broken, scattered images of shark all around you. And now these sharks, they've been programmed. When something hits the water, it's food.
Whoa, look at that.
You both this for me, Rob?
Yeah, they're back.
All right, I'm ready. Let's jump back in now. And Jessica's character is supposed to throw me my mask and my fins. And she threw me my first fin. It was good. I caught it. It stayed out of the water. She throws me the second fin, and I caught it.
That's how he tastes? Come on. That one likes my fin a lot. Here we go.
The mask she threw, and I went to grab it real quick. It hit the water. I didn't catch it. I pulled my hand back real quick. We never saw that mask again. And it was right in front of me.
You saw one just caressing my foot?
I was just hanging out.
That was pretty intense.
What they did, you see, is they went down and caught all these fish and took their teeth out. Mark Waffle. Because otherwise it wouldn't be safe for us thespians.
This is all real. Like, it doesn't look real. Honestly, I have stills that the underwater photographer took of me with like swimming and this humongous shark like right here. And I was like, oh my God.
Stay on Paul's dialogue unless there happens to be really good shark activity, in which case go down for it, okay?
You ready, Peter?
Yeah. All right, you got a lot of sharks. Let's go.
There are sharks always lurking over our shoulders while we're filming. After 50 or 60 days of it, I think most of the crew is quite comfortable with it. What is interesting is that when people start to move fast or tense, they immediately speed up and come and investigate. So we sort of now have a pretty good feel for when we're going to expect sharks to get more interested or more quick.
When these guys are down there operating the camera, they've got chainmail suits on, they've got hoods on, and our actors are out there just in bathing suits. So they're exposed to a certain risk.
We really pushed our luck, I think, with the sharks on this one, and I'm glad that we're close to done with it. No one's been bit, and I think that's just short of a miracle, to be honest with you. You talk to any of the guys that work here, they've all been bit by these sharks that we're playing with every day.
I just want people to know it's not CG, that those are real sharks, and I think the film benefits from having the real thing and not a computer-generated image.
Jessica, look a little longer at it, okay? When he drops it, pick it up and just examine it a little bit before you know what it is.
It's impossible to act when you have like this thing and you have all the gear and they're like, okay, you're happy, and you're like, you know, with this thing in your mouth, you're like, they're like, someone's dying, you're like, you know, like, what do you do? How do you act?
I don't really think it's all that challenging when it comes to actually acting. I mean, it's all very physical that we're doing, so it's easy to sell. The hard part is the communication. I mean, that's what's really hindered us.
I've tried directing both underwater and above water. I've been underwater with a handheld monitor and a speaker system, and it's just impossible for the actors to hear me. I end up using all my sign language or a little slate board. I've tried up on the boat and using a microphone comm system. It's very, very hard.
Okay, you can have 2 cameras rolling on this, guys. 2 cameras rolling on this.
I mean, underwater, there's so many challenges here in the Bahamas. You know, it looks warm and wonderful around us, but the water temperature, you know, we're here in January, February, March. It's been about 70, 72 degrees. So you have about 20 minutes in there in a bikini or board shorts before you become hypothermic. And our crew, when they're in the water with them, is wearing 7mm thick wetsuits and hoods and booties. And then you see Jessica in a little bikini. You know something's wrong with this picture. So they are really suffering for their art.
It's definitely been challenging at times, and it requires a lot of patience. More, I think, on the crew's part than for the actors.
There's certainly many days of underwater filming, a lot of ambitious sequences in terms of having set pieces that were at depths that require sometimes decompression for the kind of hours we have to put in.
They're underwater for 20 minutes, they come up, and then they have to have a 30-minute decompression stop. So even though I want to get right back into the scene, I can't because of the physics of what the water and pressure does to your body. So all those things factor in a way they wouldn't on any other film.
I got my sea legs after about a month. I'm cool. I'm cool in the water, but I'm telling you, that first 3 weeks, I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this.
Scotty, you can be in behind her, digging.
John really wanted to feel like the camera didn't have any limitations, that we could look every direction at any time, because he wanted to take advantage of the fact that we are in the ocean, we're not on a set, and we should be able to look up into the sun, look down at the seafloor with the dappled lighting, look at the shark that's coming by.
Don't worry about anything here, okay? Just let him get into his real gear. What he just does. No one has to even be around.
It really suits me. It's why I actually like working on water, because you have to be malleable, you have to be spontaneous, you can't be rigid, you can't be fixed, you can't go in with just a, you know, I'm doing these 17 shots today and this is the angles I'm doing, and I'm there to sort of assess the situation as it's evolving. All right, get warm. We're gonna do Ashley now.
He doesn't say a lot to us, lets us do our thing.
It's all good, you know, it's the kid though, I bounce back. You know how we do it, it's pennies. Pennies.
Oh, my beautiful babies.
You know, I think he kind of hires the people that he wants and lets them do their thing.
I like his approach. I think it works perfect for this film. I don't know that it's perfect for every film, but it's good on this one.
Cut, very nice. That was the first good one. Let's go one more time.
It's always sort of a chore to be away from home, and I have a family and kids, but I've had a great time here.
We've all spent so much time, hours and hours together on a boat, in the sun, in and out of the water. You really get to know people, and everybody's fantastic. We have this like unspoken bond.
The thing that's really, really cool is everyone's ready and supposed to go home. What do they want to do? They want to go out one last time. What does that say? You know what I mean? They want to hang out with everyone one last time. And I think that's where the proof is, you know? It's like, all right, look, we obviously really had a good time, as tough as it may have been. I feel like the yearbooks are going around right now.
For the most part, it's just a really fun world to bring people into and a kind of fun journey to go along on.
I think people get a kick out of it. I hope they do. It's just a scenario that, to me, it's just so real. I can see it happening. I got everything I need right here.
Some people will see it for the romance. Some people will see it for the action. I think it's the best of both worlds. It's a chick flick, and it's also like a thing that guys can go see and be like, yeah!